Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday, December 22nd, 2023. This is the last YouTube Friday Live of 2023, and it's so good to see all of you today. I'm really excited about what we're going to be creating today. We're going to be creating an interactive card with my favorite interactive dies from Lawn Fawn, and also using some brand new Lawn Fawn products with previously released product. I hope everyone is having a good day. I hope if you celebrate Christmas, you're ready, prepped, or down to those final few things. I hope we can keep you company if you're wrapping presents or baking or all of that good stuff. Hello, Kathy. Yes, you did catch me live. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Tabitha. Let's see. Dixie asked if I'm ready for Christmas. I think I am. I have a couple of little last minute things to do, but nothing major. So that is fantastic. I have my grocery pickup order placed. It's nothing crazy. So just those last final few things. Let's see. Hello, hello. Sometimes in my streaming software, my chat is behind. It's probably what you guys are seeing, but for me, it's behind what I see. Oh, that's so funny. Hello, Kennedy. Hi, Amy. Okay, in the mood to start creating Valentine's, Anne said yes. Me too. So I'm going to flip my camera around. We're going to talk about what we're going to use today. I know I say this all the time. I'm not exactly, whoops, that's not the right button. I'm not exactly sure how long it will take me to put this together. So we are going to just roll with it and see. The thing that inspired this card, so obviously Platform Pop-Up's been out for a while, and yes, this does look like Christmas, but I'll show you what we're doing, is this new Happy Mushrooms set from Lawn Fawn. It is super duper cute. I love the size and scale of this, and I thought, wouldn't it be cute to create a mushroom platform pop-up card? Not only with that, we are going to use the Hillside wraparound for this. So we're not really going to see much of this green. We're going to be wrapping around, and I know this paper is not available. I wish I would have noticed that before I prepped it all the other day, but I didn't. But any kind of stripe paper will work. The reason I chose green is that the pop-up part I want to look like grass, so I just picked something kind of basic. This is kind of like a belly band wrap or whatever, but I like the red and white stripe for Valentine's. We're going to do a little bow around the box. And then the mushrooms, I have them prepped over here. We're going to do pink and red, and I think it'll be super cute. I hope that's the plan. All of the little greenery and stuff like that. Let me move this and grab the next thing. We're also going to be using the previously released Fox family dies with the mushrooms. I think the size and scale is going to work together really well, just kind of to create this cute little scene card. All die cut. My plan, if it works out, the Lawn Fawn Giant XO, also previously released, I think will be cute popped up with some acetate in the background. That's kind of like on some acetate pics, which I'll show you more when we get there. And of course, here's the rest of my platform pop-up. Oh, and we're only using, okay, so Lawn Fawn has lots and lots of sets that have little bows. I picked the tiny gift box deer so that I have this little bow to adorn my fox. So let me show you. I do have them over here, but I'm going to die cut them again and show you how I achieved this color. But I think those little bows will be cute. So that's kind of the rundown on what we're using today. Jen says, I love that mushroom set. Me too. So that is what inspired this, but I think that that's the only brand new product I'm using. I'm kind of pulling and mixing and matching from lots of previously released Lawn Fawn. Hello, Donna. Hi, Iris. Hi, Retro RX and Sandy and Cindy. Cindy said, just finished baking whoopie pies. That sounds awesome. I have done no baking this year, and I don't think I'm going to, and I'm okay with it. I've let go of a lot of things the last few years, and I decided that's all right. I love seeing what everybody else is doing, though. Okay, so what you need with the platform pop-up. We're going to build the platform pop-up first, and then we're going to work on building our mushrooms and our fox and all of that to put in here. So you need 2 pieces for whatever you're using for the base of your platform pop-up. So I did this green color again because I want to kind of use it as grass. And I always like to take a bone folder and just go over all of those die cut score lines to make sure that they are really nice and crisp. This is going to help with the pop-up feature of the platform pop-up. So we're just going to go over all of there like so. And I'm going to do this on both pieces. Susie says, I'm late, but here for the fun. Hello, Susie. Hello, Rachel. Just had first slice of Yule log. I don't know even what that is. You are going to have to tell me. Hello, Lori. So I'm just going to make sure we have a nice crease. This is all previously released Lawn Fawn paper. I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think this is still available. It's called Let It Shine. I wish it was still available. I did go look on the Lawn Fawn site, but again, any of your favorite paper is going to work here, or even cardstock. Next, I always like to take my double-sided adhesive and we're going to pop it on this little notch here, and also this one right here. And I've already prepped the other one. Then what else you need for building your platform pop-up are 3 of these T-squares. I've die cut mine from white cardstock today. From one of them, you're going to leave 2 of them as is. From the third on the score line, we're just going to pop that and trim that off. E. Briggs says, watching at work on my lunch break. Love everything Lawn Fawn. Yay! I love that. So on the one we trimmed first, I'm going to just put some adhesive, not on that long skinny piece, but just on this thick one. And then on the other 2, whoops, probably should have scored these first. We're going to fold these really quick on the score line. Oh, my stomach is growling really loud. Sorry, everybody. Oh, that's really bad. I am going to put a little adhesive on that tab as well. Okay. Oh, think Little Debbie Swiss roll, but larger and much better. Okay, Susie, I wondered if that's what it was. We call it something else. But yes, I actually make those too. And maybe now that you say that, I might make one for Christmas. My kids love it. All right. So we're going to prep each side. If you've never done a platform pop-up before, I'm going to walk you through it so you know exactly how to do this, because I know we always have some viewers who maybe haven't done this before and this is new to them. If you are an old hat at this, you can chat while we're doing this for sure. I'm going to show you really quick what our goal here is. So our goal is to make 2 halves that look like this. It's going to fold flat to mail, but then it pops up to create a dimensional card, which is super cool. This little cut right here, that is so that we can slide in these fun little pieces like this. And this is going to serve as a home to place whatever it might be. I just die cut the grass that comes with the main platform pop-up. There's a hillside set. You can add all kinds of different things here. So what I've done is I'm going to slide in this first T-piece right in here like so. And then I'm going to fold it like this. And you want to push this little piece flush right here. I always, let's see, Paige says, I love platform pop-ups. They are so fun. Yes, they are. Then I like to have something nice and sharp, some kind of piercing tool usually, just kind of help keep your fingers out of everything. And I peel the backing paper off of that little T. We're using the ones that I didn't trim. And we're going to fold that under and press. Once you have made one of these, you will be able to make as many as you want because it gets so easy. Next, we're going to peel off this piece like so. And we're going to fold up again, folding that under. We just want to make sure that that's nice and flush, and just like that. And we have 1/2 of our box assembled. Super easy. So let's go ahead and do that for the second one. We're going to place our little, I could just call it my T. Let's see, Tabitha says this may be the dice that I originally watched and found you and immediately bought. Yay! It's such a good one. Okay, so again, we're the same thing. We're just creating the other half of the box. Tabitha, that's so exciting and so fun. I love that. After we've pulled off the adhesive, we're going to fold that under. We're going to peel the adhesive off of that long tab, and we're going to fold this up one more time, and we just want to press. And now we have our 2 halves of the box. That adhesive on this tab, we're going to be doing this here in a minute to put them together, but not yet. So for right now, I want to show this like, oh my goodness, it's hard when they're not secured yet. This, I consider these as the layers of our card. So this is going to give us different layers to add all of our elements for popping up. So our little mushroom forest and our fox and all of that good stuff. But this third T right here, this is going to go in between the 2 layers, but that creates that third layer for us to place things inside of our pop-up. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to fold one of these down in half. And the reason we went ahead and cut that off, it's the same piece, but we don't want it sticking out down here. We're just going to glue it in between where the 2 halves go together. So I'm going to peel off my backing paper. And I'm just going to eyeball it. You want this right here to line up with the seam of your box. And I just try to get it in line with this one here. So like that. All right, before I put them together, thank you so much, Anne. See how we have 3 layers? All right, now we're going to adhere these together, but before I do that, what I like to do is anything I'm placing on the layers or this layering piece. So let's say if you're doing the scallop hill for snow or waves or whatever, or the grass or whatever it might be. I like to do it now because I think it's easier to attach before you put the box together. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to take the 1/8 inch tape. I was using the 1/4 inch tape. Oops. But now I'm going to use the 1/8 inch, perhaps, for those. Oh, Molly, thank you so much. Yes, and I should probably also mention, so yes, I have reached the 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Thank you guys so, so much. I decided that our celebration party will be in January, so stay tuned. After Christmas, I will announce when that will be for sure. I didn't want to try to squeeze it in here with Christmas and the holidays and all of that. So we're just going to save it for January and it will be awesome. Okay, so I have my adhesive on here. If you want to do any ink blending, which we are going to do a little ink blending or anything like that, I would suggest doing it now. So I'm just going to take a little Field Positively Saturated ink from Simon Says Stamp and add a little color to my blades of grass. Let's see. I like to have a little bit of dimension. The cardstock I'm using today is all textured cardstock from Lawn Fawn. I love the feel of the cardstock. It has that great subtle texture. So if you don't want to do any ink blending, I don't really think you have to. It still has, you know, a little bit more interest than maybe just a solid cardstock. But I just love it. And then when you do ink blend on it, that texture will kind of, you know, grip that ink a little bit, I guess. Oops, that was not my best ink blending right there, but I think it'll be all right. I'm using these small round ink blending tools from Simon Says Stamp today. I love them for small areas and to get, you know, so it doesn't go everywhere. Oh, Sherry says, first time catching a live. Yay! Okay, so now we want the other thing I should have mentioned this. So I always like to have this part of my box together before I put my adhesive on those tabs. We obviously want all of our elements to be facing this way. At least I do. It's not going to, because I don't want to see the back of anything. So make sure that your adhesive is all on the, whatever you deem is the front of your tabs. And then I'm going to start here at what is going to be the back, and I'm going to attach these, and then we're going to finish putting the box together. Sandy says a lot of traffic. And we're just going to add these to our tabs. And I kept it easy. All of mine are the same. You could mix and match them if you want to. Think it would be kind of cute to do like a little beach scene, and you could have sand in the front and water in the back or something like that. Valentine's Day, here we come. Sandy says yes. I know, it's crazy. We're just a few days before Christmas and now we're talking about Valentine's Day. Okay, so here is what our cute little inside's going to look like. Let's go ahead and finish putting together our box. And we're going to put adhesive where the two halves go to, whoops, the two halves go together. Make sure you have it right. So I only put adhesive here on one side. And I'm going to probably be generous with my adhesive because I want my box to stay put. So we're just going to go like this. And we're going to peel off the backing paper. And then I fold each one flat. but make sure they're the same, they're going the same way, and we're going to press them together. There we go. And there is our little scene, and it's getting ready. We're almost ready for the fun decorative part where we can add our cute critters and our greetings and all of that good stuff. Okay, so we're going to peel off the backing paper from these now. And we just want to secure the sides. I like doing it like this. Doing it flat is always way easier than trying to do it when it's dimensional. So I fold it flat, and then you can really push. Make sure that that adhesive is nice and secure. Same thing over here. Fold that in. And there we go. So this is your basic platform pop-up. You don't have to add anything else at this point. Lawn Fawn has backgrounds. They have lots and lots of add-ons now. Tons. So see how it folds flat? It will fit. As long as whatever is here is low enough, it will fit, in a standard A2 envelope. I'm not going to worry too much about that today. A lot of times I like to send mine in a padded envelope so that I can go way extra and over, but it's super fun. And then it just pops up. And then you have something super cute that the recipient can then set up on a shelf or a mantle or wherever that's dimensional. It's just so, so cute. Okay, I see I have some questions. Let me come back. Do you find the printed paper thick enough for the base? Christy, yes, I do. In fact, I kind of prefer it. Sandy went to Hobby Lobby yesterday and bought the last gift bag, but the aisles were full of Valentine. So that's fun. Let's see. Rachel says holding her breath. Let's see. Yvette says, haven't wrapped one single gift yet. Not worried. I normally spend my birthday tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday. Wrapping Christmas gifts. That is fun. Let's see. Better late than never. Constance says yes. Okay, so that's a great question about paper for the base. I have done it with cardstock and with pattern paper. I actually prefer pattern paper, which I don't say very often, but I do. I think it works a little bit better. I think your score lines, because the weight of it is obviously not as thick as a lot of cardstock. I also think cardstock that is like 80-pound weight rather than like 100 or 110-pound weight often works a little bit better. That's just my personal opinion, but do whatever you like best. But I think by the time we get enough layers and things that the pattern paper works really, really well. Okay, so now we're going to do the little bit different thing that I haven't done before, and that is this little hillside wrap. So it's going to basically cover the green here, and we're going to have this fun little red and white stripe, which I am a big stripe person. I like little, and I love diagonal stripes. And it has score lines too. We're going to take our bone folder, and we're going to make sure that this all is really well. Let's see. Do we have another birthday coming too? Oh, Margot says her birthday is Sunday. Well, happy early birthday to all of our birthday girls here today. Okay. We're going to place this end to end. So I'm going to get my double-sided adhesive again. Whoops. And we're going to adhere them into one long strip to start with. So I'm only going to remove 1/2 of this. And we're just going to make this long little strip, and we'll take the adhesive off the other end. And I like to kind of do this. So I folded it in. I'm going to make sure it lines up and press that down. And it just, look at that. It will fit exactly. It'll fit exactly right here. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so cute. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put adhesive within my score lines. And I think I'm just going to put it on the front and the back. I think that'll be enough. If I need to add more, I can add more, or I can add some liquid, but I think we're going to try this and see how this works. We're going to peel off this. I always like having the base of my card ready to go first before I do anything else. The platform pop-up is so much fun. Crafty Toad says yes. Oh, to make and give away? Absolutely. Okay, so I actually think, let's do this. I'm going to fold this flat as well. I might have to do the... Okay, it's so much easier if you come from the bottom. Note to self. All right, we're going to pull that up even with the bottom. Oh yeah, that worked so much better. Ta-da! Okay, this would be really cute for Christmas. I'd probably be, oops, I wouldn't do grass. I'd probably do some snow, but oh my gosh, so much fun. Okay, so now that we have that, from the original platform pop-up box, I did die cut the little ribbon decorative. I might die cut some more in a minute, but not yet. I want to have my little bow here that comes around. This does look like a Christmas present right now. I promise it's not going to, I hope, in a minute. We're going to pull in some pink. Let's go ahead and do some double-sided adhesive on this. So cool. I love it. Jen B says yes. All right. So let's do... I generally only do this little decorative bow on the front, and I probably will just keep it on the front. There is a score line. This is the red textured cardstock from Lawn Fawn. And what we're going to do is just do that right there. And I like making little paper ribbon. I don't know about you guys, but paper ribbon's kind of fun too. I mean, I love real ribbon, don't get me wrong, but building these little paper ribbons is kind of fun. All right. Oops. I want this to be straight, though, and not wonky. That looks pretty good. Okay, where it meets, that's where we're going to put our little bow. And what I'm going to do for this is get a little liquid glue. Oh, thank you so much, Rachel. She reminds everybody to give me a thumbs up. If you're here, if you're enjoying it, yes, please give a thumbs up. Thank you, Becky. You too. Oh, man. Let's see. This bow is from the platform pop-up, and it's 3 pieces. So it's the cute little fishtail ends, this little piece here, and then the bow center. I'm going to put the bow center here or in place, but I think we're probably going to add a little heart decoration to this after a bit. But we're going to get our mushrooms and our cute little foxes put in our box first. Look how cute that little paper bow is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold, oops, it'll fold down either way. I'm going to fold it flat, put some glue right here with my little bow, and I'm going to take tweezers and just hold that down in place. Now, I purposely did not put glue underneath the bow itself so that it will have some movement. I just put that glue right in the center. All right, we're going to set that aside for a second. And it is time to have some fun with our ferns and our mushrooms. Now, there's lots, let me grab that die set. There's a lot of ways to use this set. As always, well, I shouldn't say always, but most of the time, Lawn Fawn gives us options to give faces. I am not going to use the faces for mine today. I'm going to use them without. But we've got our little mushroom stems and all of this great greenery. And we're going to add a little ink to some of the pieces. The pink solid mushroom, that's going to be my layering piece. I don't need anything for that. For the red, I think we're going to try this Sangria color, which is a newer color from Simon Says Stamp. And the reason being, even though this would not normally be what I think, every time I try to use a regular red, I feel like when it dries, you don't ever notice it. So we're going to try this and see if this is going to be dark enough. I'm going to add a little shading. Another option would be black or brown if you want it to have shading that shows up. But we're going to try this. My hope is that this works. Because right now, whoops, you can definitely see that color. We're going to do that for this one as well. And I'm doing this first because I'm kind of hoping it dries and I can see before I assemble the mushroom if I need to go in with a darker color and fix anything or deepen and darken it, I guess. Yay! Phoebe says the platform pop-up is one of her favorites. It's one of my favorites too, and I thought it would be a very fun way to kind of round out the year. Okay, so that was Sangria. Let me wipe up the red. And let's work on our greens. And I have two different green cardstocks. And again, this is all the textured cardstock. For our light, we're going to use some field. And for the darker green, we're going to use pine. So let's do the light green first. And we're going to kind of go down the center because I want to maintain a little of that light color. We just want to build a little depth and dimension to our colored cardstock. I did die cut multiple. I'm not sure how many we'll actually end up using. I'm hoping I don't need to die cut more, but sometimes that happens. Who has made a platform pop-up card? If you have this die set from Lawn Fawn and you've made one, let me know in the chat. I would love to know who has made one and who hasn't, if you've never made one. I just totally stuck my fingers right into that green ink. Let's do these smaller pieces. And this is going to be some pine. I hope the pine shows up too. If not, we may have to go darker with it as well, but we're going to start here. Has anybody started making your any Valentine's projects yet? I think somebody mentioned that they had started. Carrie has it but hasn't used it. Maybe you will give it a try one of these days, Carrie. It's super fun. Oh, how fun, Tabitha. Never mailed them. Did you keep them for yourself? Lori says made one. Margot has made it when it first came out. Need to dust it off. Crafty Toad says made several and the recipients always love them. Yes. They're very impressive, I think. All right, let's add, now we have some mushroom stems. I do think I will add a little color to these. 5 on your shelf, Tabitha said. I love it. Oh, awesome. Rachel made one for her niece's birthday with fairies on acetate so they look like they were flying, and she was mesmerized. That's fantastic. I'm going to add a little color to these as well. This is where I get to that point where I start adding color and I can't stop. But we don't want these to be flat, the stems to be flat when everything else is going to have some dimension to it. I think this color, which I did pull out in case the sangria wasn't dark enough, I thought allspice would maybe also be a good one for red. Oops, my cloth keeps getting stuck to my double-sided tape. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's build some. Bonnie says, you have walked me through making them many times. Well, that is good. I'm glad. Okay, we're going to layer our mushrooms together. Whoops. And there is a big and small. I just love these. The size is so fun. Let's go ahead and attach them to the base. Oh, how fun. Susan said she ordered the cute porcupine and the heart stencil. Yes. Oh, Sherry says she's never made one, but putting one on her wish list. Yes, they are super, super cute and fun. I have a fun video coming where I'm going to use the platform pop-up with non-lawn fawn. So stay tuned for that. You can use it with anything. And I should have done this and I completely forgot this morning. I even tried to remind myself. Oh, that's awesome, Judy. I'm glad to see you. I will link down below when we're finished my previous platform pop-up videos in case you want to see some different ideas. Okay. Oh, I don't think that's very straight. Let's fix that. Can we fix it? Not really. Well, here's how I'm going to fix the fact that I didn't layer that very good before the glue dried. We're just going to trim off the little pink that I saw sticking out. All right. Let's go ahead and die cut our fox. I did ink blend off camera because I wanted to see if it will work, but I'm going to do it here on camera too. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. So I thought I better. Oh, yay, good. Cheryl says she's going to try it now. All right. Yeah, I think I die cut that enough. So here is our fox. Now there is a layering piece, which I'm going to pull over right now. I have die cut the layering piece for my fox family from white, and then we're going to build all the layering pieces on top. So we've got our outline. Oh, good. They're all falling apart. I probably should have just left it in there. So what I wanted to do, I did not have a color of cardstock in my arsenal that was the exact color I wanted. And because of that, I thought I'll use my inks to get the color I want. So let me put everything that's going to get blended with this darker color combination back. So I die cut it twice. I die cut it from this lighter brown, and then I also die cut it from this cream color. And we're going to mix the two, but everything that I'm going to ink blend darker, I'm going to do right here. And the colors I used, let me show you how they looked. Look at that color. This is this color of cardstock, but with a little ink, I think we're going to get the right, what I think is the right fox color. I am using Nutmeg and Paprika Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated inks. We're going to start with Nutmeg first. Oh yeah, Rachel loved my Christmas versions from last year with the gnome and pattern papers. Yes, thank you so much. Those were really fun. So I'm going to take, again, my small blending brush. That's going to give me a little bit more control, and I'm going to just start adding ink to both the outline and those layering pieces. I'm not doing my best blending job here either. We'll see if we can fix it. Yes, I love this color. This is probably my favorite of the newer colors. This is kind of a pain in the butt though, not gonna lie, to ink blend. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I did, and I should have done it here. When this die cut, it kind of stuck to my cutting plate because you can see my cutting plate is used and abused. There's still some ink on here. I even cleaned it. It didn't all come all the way off. I actually ink blended right on my cutting plate and it stayed put. I should have done that now, but I didn't. But when I was trying this out to see if I thought this color was good, that's what I did. And my ink blending was so much better because of it. You know what? I'm tempted to do it again. I am going to, because this is not working very well. And when things don't work very well, I tend to just start over. I do save most things. Let me see where that brown color is though. Did I put it away? I did. Let's die cut another one and do it the other way. Looks like my cutting plate. Yeah. Oh, I use them for a long time. Oh, how fun, Linda. Okay. So here's what I am going to do instead of what I was trying to do there. See how they're stuck to my cutting plate? Because I've used it so much and it's not in the best shape. Let's get rid of all these pieces. I'm going to ink right on here because I can take some ink stamp cleaner and clean it right off. Yeah, this is going to work so much better. Should have just done this in the first place. And I'm just going to try to build that color up to get to the right color, or what I am considering that color I want to use. I don't have to worry about the areas that are going to be lighter. I've die cut those from a different color of cardstock. All I'm worried about right now is adding in that kind of orangish or burnt orangish color to get that my fox in the color I want him to be. And I think starting with that light kind of almost craft colored cardstock really makes this color pop. Kind of hard to believe, but works fantastic. Oh, I love it. He's going to be super cute. Okay, let's do our little guy too, because I think we're going to do both of these. I hope there's room on the card for both of these. How about that? All right, once we have that, and that again was nutmeg, we're going to take a little paprika and we're going to just deepen and darken a couple of areas. And I would suggest a light hand here, if at all possible. I don't want to completely cover up what I did previously, but I do want to deepen and darken a couple of areas. Same thing for our little one. Oh, so much better. Now, just my one word of caution. Don't forget to clean your cutting plate before you go to die cut, or you're going to end up with this color all over your whatever you die cut next. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go on to my layering piece and I'm going to put glue. Oops. Apparently I'm going to put glue everywhere. That's all right. It'll clean up. And we're going to pull this off. And whatever stays, stays. Let's see. The insides of the ears, I'm actually going to use a lighter color, so I'm going to pop that out. We're going to just layer that right there. I love that there's a layering piece because that's really the only way that this is going to be able to be used in our platform pop-up box. If you had to glue this together on a card base, I wouldn't probably cut it out because I'm lazy and I don't like to do cussy cutting. Cussy cutting is what we call fussy cutting here. Not my term at all. All right. So now I'm just going to piece in anything dark. Oh, thank you so much, Max. All right. That looks good. Here is the light. Oh, am I missing the tip of my tail? Did I lose the tip of the tail? Oh, there it is. Whew. I could die cut it again. I want these pieces to have a tiny bit of shading, but not a ton. Let's see, what did I use with the brown? Allspice earlier. I'm just going to very lightly, I'm not even going to ink this back up. Just do a tiny, tiny, tiny touch of color. And we're going to pop these in. I'm also not going to worry about the eyes. I think we're going to use black pearls for the eyes. When things don't work well for me, I get cranky. E. Briggs says that's so funny. All right. And let's put a little bit more glue in here. Oh, I just realized something I forgot to do. Hopefully we can fix it. And I'm just going to insert the insides of the ears. Nope. I wanted to tuck, oh yeah, I can. Woo! I wanted to put the little bow tie underneath the chin of this fox. So this one's going to have a bow tie, and then the little one is going to have a bow in her hair. I think that's what we're going to do. How cute is that? You know what would be fun? I wonder if the snowman top hat would be cute on him. Probably not going to grab it today, but I think that would be sort of fun. Okay, next up, I'm going to take a brown pearl for his nose. I think. If I don't like it, we might be changing that, but I think it's going to be cute. Oh no, I like it. That's cute. All right, so spilling. These are espresso pearls from Pretty Pink Posh. And then let's just put them there first and make sure I like it before I commit. Totally. I hope they're big enough. I think, oh my goodness, I got glue on my finger and I'm sticking to everything. Yep, we are going to use the black pearls for the eyes. You could inlay or layer on that die cut piece if you want to. And he's so cute. All right, so he's ready to go. Let's do our little one. And then we're going to put it all together. And we're going to have a super fun little Valentine's. Whoops. Little Valentine's interactive card. So same thing, layering on all those pieces. Aw, thank you, Sherry. That's so sweet of you. Sherry's reminding everybody to give a thumbs up. That's very, very kind. Thank you. The great thing about using your cutting plate like this is literally everything sticks to it. If your cutting plate is used and abused, it's fantastic because everything is just kind of stuck. All right. Same thing for all these little layering pieces. We've got the little face, the little tip of the tail. I'm not really going to add a whole lot of color. There we go. And this time I'm going to put the bow tie on its head. We'll just move that right in like so. Did you mean to keep the brown ears? Yes. And this one's eyes, I'm going to use the smallest size of the pearls. And we're going to go back to our brown. No, there's no cutout for it. And I don't think it matters that much. But if you are really concerned about that part of it, you could always color it in. Like I would die cut it from white and then color it in with your markers. And then you can be a lot more precise with color placement that way. I like to do that as well. All right. So I think we have all of our pieces there. Let's move that out of the way. Oh, I know what I wanted to do here. Well, we'll have to save it for the last. So now is the fun part, is kind of figuring out where do you want things to go. And you can kind of see how cute that's going to be with our mushrooms. So I want to kind of, I think we want our foxes to maybe be up here in the front, maybe both of them in the front. So let's start building our mushrooms on that second layer. Actually, I think I'm going to change and do it more over here. Now is the fun part. It's literally just building out your scene. Bow on the head. Oh yeah, thank you. I'll add that. Thank you. I want to start building my scene so bad I almost forgot. And again, if you are just joining, the bows are from, there's several bows in lots of different Lawn Fawn sets. These are from the Little Box Deer add-on, but you could literally get them in anything. Not anything, but mini sets. One of the pieces is stuck under the cutting plate. Not now. It might have been, but I don't think it is anymore. If it is, we'll get it in a little bit. They all show up eventually. The great thing about the size and scale of these particular images is they adhere really easily, which is fantastic. And I'm only putting glue down on the bottom edge of my critters. Now, this one is a little heavy because it had all that, or has that layering piece underneath. Because of that, honestly, he kind of covers up my mushrooms, but I think it'll be all right. Sometimes I like to take my tweezers and just kind of clamp him here. And you can even kind of balance it if you need to until the glue dries. I think he's going to be okay, but that is something that I do quite often as well. I'm pulling him off though because I'm almost tempted to put him in the, well, I don't think you see him if he's in the back. This is where you decide where you want everything to go and maybe make different choices. I think it's fine. Whoops. Don't ruin it, Nicole. So sweet. One of the fern pieces is stuck on the cutting plate. Oh, it might be. No, it's right here. It blew over. Or maybe it fell off the cutting plate. Probably did. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know how I want to do it now. Sometimes it takes me a minute. And we're going to glue this one. Merry Christmas. Let's see. Penny, you too. Thank you, Susan. And I'm doing a lot of layering, especially in this front little piece, like so. All right, I am going to need to use my tweezers to hold that down. so much. You couldn't possibly ruin it. Heidi, I appreciate that, but I promise I could. There have been times where I have messed something up and I'm like, how did you even do that? Okay. Now, one of the great things about this is I want to get a little more height. So I'm not going to glue this all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to kind of glue it right back here behind my mushrooms. Oh my gosh, it's looking super cute. And I think that's all I'm going to add as far as greenery goes. But what I want to do is have this XOXO pop up kind of back here in the back. So what we're going to, oh, sorry everyone, the dogs are going to bark. Frank, come here, buddy. He likes to let us know. Oh, thank you so much, Judy. That's so sweet of you. Same to you. Come here, Frank. It's just UPS, buddy. So I have layered the pink and the red XOXO. So just a little of that red's going to show through. What we're going to do is I have some acetate here. And I like to create like some little acetate picks. So we'll just cut some really thin little strips because I want that XOXO to kind of pop up in the background. This doesn't have to be super precise, like the width-wise. I'm just going to do maybe about 1/4 of an inch or so. And I like to leave them longer than what I think I need. And what we're going to do here, need to figure out, oh my gosh, I'm sticking to everything, where my adhesive needs to go for this. And I think I can put some nice adhesive here and then in the center of my X. And the reason that's important for this, I prefer when I have acetate to usually use a double-sided adhesive, glue dots, something like that. Otherwise, it takes forever for it to dry and it kind of slides around. So that's why I'm choosing this adhesive over something else. So let's go ahead and put our acetate onto these pieces. And you're not really going to see it. I love to use acetate like this because I think it is going to be really cute popped up. So let's see, let's guess how we want to cut this. I'm going to put it on this layer. So I'm going to flip it over here. And I think that's going to be tall enough. Let's double check. And again, I'm going to use that double-sided adhesive. Oh yeah. So that's what it's going to look like. I don't want to keep it too tall because I think it'll flop around a little too much. So we're going to put some adhesive on the bottom of this. And I'm just going to flatten it like this. And I'm putting it on that very, very back layer. And I still think it might need a third one in the middle to help it stay. We are going to add a third little strip. That was my fear, that it was going to be a little floppy. So let me cut a third little stabilizing strip that we can hide back there. Whoa. Oh, that didn't cut good at all. Oh, wonder what was wrong with that other side. Let's see. My wish list is getting longer, Jen says. That's funny. All right, let's grab a little more adhesive. We're going to kind of do this. Let me see. I think I can hide it right here on the O. Just think in the center, it's going to be great to help stabilize. We'll do a little adhesive right there. And that should make that a little bit better. When it's sitting up, oops, oh, let's have it sit up. It should be okay, maybe. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Flopsy mopsies, yeah, that was not going to work for me. I do have a stronger acetate I might switch it to, but not right now. I'm going to show you my finishing. Well, maybe I will. Hold on, everyone. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I change my mind. Yes. This is the thicker one. Which one is this? Oh, it's the heat resistant. Let's try, the stripe paper is not linked, Christy. I mentioned it early in the video. It's actually, ouch, no longer available. It was Lawn Fawn. Shelly, thank you for the super chat. That is so sweet. Okay, I changed my mind. I said I wasn't going to do it right now, but I think I am going to. This, yes, this acetate, it's heat resistant, is a little bit thicker and stronger, and I'm going to see if I like it better. So we're going to be really careful and peel this up. Just because I want to see if I think this is is stronger and maybe won't flop around quite so much. As long as I don't tear anything. I mean, I can re-die cut it, but I don't want to. All right. Let's do this again. I'm going to use this wider. Yay, Merry Christmas. It is our prerogative to change our mind, for sure. Well, when I'm live, like I cut this out of my videos a lot. This does happen. I think it happens to all of us. We change our mind what we want to do all the time. All right. Now, I have all of this tape everywhere. Tape and backing all over. Yep, you can use a that's what I would suggest too. Susie has a great point. Use a diagonal stripe background stamp to create a similar, your own pattern paper in any color you want. That's what I would suggest too. And there's lots of other striped papers out there. I kind of didn't realize when I used this today that it's not available. So I do apologize. It wasn't till I went to go look at for the supplies that I noticed that it's not available. The 12 by 12 sheets are still available. The stripe will be bigger though, and that's on the Lawn Fawn website. Yes, you guys, this heat resistant acetate is my favorite. I should have used this in the first place for this. I think there's a place for both different acetate. Like I like the thinner stuff for shaker windows. And it doesn't die cut well, in my opinion. The heat resistant acetate. So I like using the thinner stuff if I ever have to die cut acetate. Almost done. I want to add a few finishing details too. And do a little tape there. And I think that's going to be so much better because it's thicker. Oh my goodness, yes. I'm so happy. So I know it's still going to move, but look at that. When it sits up, see how that heat resistant acetate is a lot stronger than the other. All right, final things. So let's save those for something else. I want to take some little hearts. Nope, not that one. Thought I grabbed the other white hearts. Did I not? Oh my goodness, I didn't. Well, boo. We're going to use this one. Susan says perfect. Yes. So let's get, there's that white. There's a white one in there. I'm going to adorn the center of my bow with a little white heart. Little pink one would be cute too, I think. I also love decorating the band sometimes on these. And I don't know if I want to add any others anywhere. I thought they'd be kind of cute somewhere on here, but I don't think I'm going to. Now, there are layering pieces for this, which hearts me. I know, Janie, it's shocking that I would add a heart. There are layering pieces for this, and I want to mention that because what I like to do, you can use them on the front. Where is that set? Oh, right here. Here is what I will do for the back of this card. These layer on. So if you want to layer them on the front, that looks really cute. And these are made specifically for the Hillside wraparound. But if you want, and this is what I'll do for this one, is I will die cut this piece and I will place it here on the back so you have a little spot to write your message. Now, it just pops down like so. And this is where I said, because I made this so high, I think if I had not added the XO, the pop-up for the greeting, this would have fit in an A2 envelope. I would send this in a padded envelope or a 5x7. I think it would fit in a 5x7. If you wanted to, I would probably put some paper around it to protect it. But it folds flat, and then you literally just pops up. And I think it looks cute just as kind of decor as well. But putting those layering pieces on the back gives you a great little spot to say, you know, just a little nice handwritten message. Heart in the middle of the bow on the little fox. Jen said, oh, you know, that would be cute. Do I have any more little white ones over here? Hold, please. Let's do that real fast. Because we all know that I have plenty of hearts somewhere in here. I like that idea, so let's do that. So cute. So even if you don't have to have a card or don't need a card for someone, I think that these would be fun little decor pop-ups for your own home. If you are ready to have some things for yourself, I think that's perfectly fine. Tabitha decorates her craft room with her pop-ups, so you guys can too. Oh, I love it. It turned out so fun. Ta-da! I get addicted to popping them up. I don't know why. But I think it's just a really fun thing to do. Okay, saved by the buyers. Mushrooms are unavailable. Tabitha, did you check Lawn Fawn? Check Lawn Fawn to make sure. Okay, everybody, I think that's it for today. I think this is a little bit easier to see it like this than from the down camera. So much fun. Any little critters, and here is my fun idea for you guys. if you took advantage of the Simon Says Stamp promotion with Tim Holtz, which is still going on, if you buy $25 of Tim Holtz branded product, you get Walter the Penguin for free. Walter in a little wintry scene would be adorable. So you're not limited to just lawn fawn with this. Imagine if you already have Walter, if you have a platform pop-up, try mixing and matching them. Snowflake little scene, have snowflakes up on picks in the background. There are so many fun things you can do with this. I know we're really close to Christmas, so you might not want to be creating more Christmas cards, but the penguins would be really fun for a winter-themed card, winter birthdays, or other winter occasions that you need a card for. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for another amazing year here on YouTube. A really amazing year since we've hit our 100K goal. Stay tuned. I will have information of when we'll have our celebration party in January. I want to wish everyone celebrating a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is my last regular YouTube live, Friday live for the year. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you in January. Bye, everyone.
The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.